Well, welcome back everybody, Smithy here, and welcome to the next episode of our Battle of Hoth build, and we are doing Echo Base. So last time we did the entrance, and now we want to head on in there to start the next bit, which is going to be the internal layout. Now, luckily enough, I have blueprints of the internal layout, but interestingly enough, there's more than one blueprint. There's some exact blueprints and there's some not exact blueprints, which is quite interesting. So we lit it up last time, so what I've got to do now, and it definitely goes back a lot further than I've done, so what we're going to do is start bringing this area in this side and taking it in that side, and would you believe it, this is a lot narrower. This is roughly 3 foot, it says, so it's about 1 meter, which is we're sort of doing it to scale as such, but I want to make it aesthetically look right as well to the movie. So let's go and do it. Let's go back into normal mode, just showing off there and trying things, but yeah, let's go back into normal mode. So I'm going to start with the snow speeder side rather than the other, and it's a case of literally I'm going to come out about, well, 3 blocks would probably best do it for me. So I'm going to use a bit of WorldEdit here and take out the areas as I go along. I'm going to put some more lighting in as well, really. Oh, I must do that. Yeah, as I take stuff out, I'm going to hopefully, I'm going to need to put some lighting in the roof, to be honest. Even though it's snow, I feel that to make it all lit up, we're going to have to do the same thing as we do here, which is put the light in, because it would be lit in the real world, I suppose it would be, and it gives you a sense of the size as well, so that's going to be a bit of work for me to do. It's actually quite easy to do once you get doing. So it goes back on this side, and it sort of goes back on the other side as well. That's better, isn't it? We can actually see what we're doing, like I did that way. So it starts going back at an angle. So what I'm going to do is go back, literally before I start stepping out again, I'm going to go back 2 and then sort of angle it out, and then it will come back, but I think I'm going to have to dig out further back, because when I looked at it, it goes back way down there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally, and this one over here is a wider one, so that's like I've gone for 3 blocks there. On this one it's going to be more like 5, so 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, so again I'm going to take that out, but I'm being a bit slow with this because I was just filming it, but I could start taking it out, but this literally goes back in quite a way, so the best way to do that is take out that one there and take it back quite a long way, and I'm going to have to put some lights in because I've got no choice. So it was a good choice to make the do the snow as well, so that's right. It's not exactly right, but that's it. It's wide that side. That then tapers back towards where the snow speeders are, and this actually is where the X-wings are going to go. So we'll come back once I do a bit more of that. So welcome back everybody. I'm going to show you what I've done since we were here a while ago, and you've got to remember this is still almost an outline base. I'm going to change the roof, the ceiling, I'm going to change some of the bays. Now, quite interesting, there's 4 bays there for the snow speeder, but if anybody's ever looked into the design of Echo Base, there are a couple of original plans. The original plans that were done for the movie had 3 bays here. However, it appears, and the movie appears to have 3 bays here and 4 bays here. However, in the Star Wars Technical Journal and on other pages, there are more bays, as you would expect with Echo Base, because we had quite a lot of TIE fighters and quite a lot of snow speeders. There is an area behind here, and there is a great big area behind here which you've got to dig out as well. And also bear in mind that these aren't shaped yet. I've just made them square at the moment because I'm sort of just planning it out. So I've still got to go back quite a way, because what I want to do is I'm at least going to make 3 bays, and then I'm going to see where I go from there. I might extend it to 4, but then I might not. So that gives me the chance to do this part of how this is Hangar 7 how I want it. So you get able to see the Millennium Falcon at the end, be able to see the snow speeders on this side, and the X-wings in this side as well. So yeah, I'm going to be a bit, I think I'm going to go somewhere in between, and then on the complete layout of Echo Base, which is massive, it's slightly different again. So I'm going to do a bit of a amalgamation in the end to make this and build this. So you can see here I've got just two entrances here for the X-wings, and I've got them all 4 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to take this out and make this a 3rd bay on that. I've still got to be able to make this into some sort of flexible sort of size, but the problem I have got with this is that I'm going to have to use a mixture of snow and quartz, because that gives me, the quartz gives me, I don't need buttons, quartz gives me a lot more capacity to design stuff into here in terms of the build structure, because at least I can do this almost like this, or about there, and you're not going to notice much difference. It just gives that feeling of the rampart sort of going up into a sort of like that. But that's going to come, yeah, see, a design like that, which gives you that archway, and these are going to be higher anyway, so that's the sort of thing I'm going to do with this lighting, of course. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, as I say, take this a bit further out and further back into the mountain, which I thought this would be the issue, but yeah, there we go. It's just trying to get the perspective and size right. If we go too far back, it might not look right. Right, I shall be back once we do some more. Well, here we are back then. I've gone for the bigger bays. I've gone for 3 bays which will have X-wings on, and the bays down here. I've just started laying out where the Millennium Falcon is going to go. This is just a rough guide, because when I actually do it properly it'll be a proper good size, and it will be circular that goes around here, because we can use a little app program to do that. Once I get the size of the disc, I can then put the disc in, and it also goes in at the back here as well. So it's sort of there. This bay is empty, but this bay's behind it. I think I've just about got the scale. It's quite big. It's much bigger than I expected. Once I got building, I suddenly worked out the scale of the bays, and what it means is I'll be able to play around with the blocks, especially with the X-wings. In terms of the X-wings, in terms of their size, literally they will be able to fit in here if you just put this across like that, and when they're in here, their wings will be closed. They just about fit in there as such. Yeah, literally they fit into there. It's about right, really. Once I get it means with these blocks I'll be able to do some fun with it. I might even make it shorter, because you can literally come in out here and here as an example. This is just a guesstimate. There you go, there's X-wings as such. That one needs to come off there, and then we can then build it and make it into whatever it is. And it also gives you the cockpit that comes out here, because the front nose comes out there as well. because they're all sitting there. So it doesn't take long. Once you start filling up this base with the vehicles, it's going to start looking really good. This roof can go higher, but I've sort of made this roof much smarter than it probably will be. It'll be very quite rough in the end, and I haven't hewn out the cliff edges here. The idea was just to try and get some figure of scale in here and get it so we know what we're going to do with it, and how, when I know how big the X-Wings, how big the snow speeders are going to be in terms of that. The bigger the better, because it makes it look better. Right, that is it for now. I will do a bit more of the digging out, and then once I've done that we'll come back, but it's starting to come together now. Well, hello, welcome back. I've been making some modifications. I've been trying out some different things. For the snow speeders, I don't know whether I've got the height right yet, we shall see. But what I've done is I've used these stairs to try and get some sort of shape into this, because it's not completely flat. It's been cut out of snow, but because we haven't got like single blocks of form, it'd be really cool if you did, but just to make them look like bays. Until I get the snow speeder in, I won't really know exactly if I've got the right size. The other way I could do it, I suppose, is I keep playing with it. Put the snow back in there and then do sort of that. And I know the light's a bit funny, that's the shaders. Yeah, maybe that's slightly better. Depends when I get speeder in there compared with that. I've also been playing around with the X-Wing bays as well. I'm not settled on which one. This is, I think this is more uniform. That sort of, this one's a bit top heavy. Again, until I get an X-Wing in there, we won't know, and it's lit up quite well there as well, so we're all right. And you can see I've taken the bays out a lot further. Now, just past this point, the bays will open out into a big service bay at the rear of there, and also there's a big service bay at the rear of here. The idea, I think, is to have the fighter ready ones here on like a launch area, and there, and then we have the backup ones at the back, because there's a lot more. So I'm going to go and have a look at, I mean, I can spend some time building these. I'm going to have a look at, see if I can find one on planetminecraft.com, which is virtually the same size. I know there's some on there. I'll have a look and see, and also I'm going to have a look at Millennium Falcons as well, and then I can concentrate on the build, because this build is massive. There is loads more stuff to do, and I've also got to work out about the Millennium Falcon. If I put it into here, there is a, in fact, let's go, should we go and have a look now? Just around here there will be, and that is right, there will be the air gap, I would say. So let's go up and have a look and see how far we have to go for that. It's probably a long way, actually. Probably a way he's gone a long way. So the air block should be here, but I think we're in the highest part of the mountain. Oh dear, that's way too high. Way too high. That is so high, it's unbelievable. I bet I've picked the biggest peak. Oh dear, look at that. It's literally under here. Well, that's quite good, because that means if I put a marker here now, actually if I put orange marker by it, ooh, I've lost it now. If I put an orange marker by there, I will know where to take the mountain down a bit. So I need to take that mountain down quite a bit. It doesn't matter about having it at the front there, because I can leave that, but I'm going to have to take that down. Yeah, so that should be just about it. Where's that marker gone? There's the marker. So when I use World Painter, I'll be able to hopefully do that and bring it down. The only danger is that inside will be wrecked as well as I take the mountain down, but I'll use the flattening tool rather than the raising and leveling tool. So I'm just going to have a play with that a minute, and then I will come back to see how that sorts itself out, because it doesn't need to be any higher than that really, so I'm going to have to look at that. Right, I'll be back shortly. So back at here, it's quite easy to take the map down and leave the sort of countryside, but now have a look, it's not that far. So we've got a light tunnel there, and look what happens when you bring the daylight in. It's really, really cool. So, right, we're happy with that, and we're happy with that. So just to finish off then, we're quite happy at the moment. What I've started doing is taking out of the rear of here, and that's quite easy with WorldEdit, because as you will see now, once I've started, I can literally go down the whole thing. I can just do this really and just keep tapping away and taking another layer out as I go along, so it's quite easy. But I can also do this, to be honest. Let's go right down here and see where we go to. I can take this bunker right back as far as I can go, so let's just do this, and you click that and then go. There we go, so it takes it out. Also, the fact is that I can now also think about the line which is there and go higher again, so I can just go like that and then take it out probably 2 or 3 higher, to be honest, to make it like a, let's see how far that comes out there, probably about 5. Whoa, there we go. So I can take it out 5 and then that's 3, that's 4, and that's 5. That's it. Take it out that way, and then I can go, actually I could go right to the corner here if I was silly enough, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and just go whack, and then just go swap. There we go. That's taken out that big entrance at the back to give you like those ice walls and the ice beams. So let me just go and show you this to finish off this particular episode, because I'm going to take some more out as I go along, but this is a long wall. Here we go. Oh, and to the end. So I could actually light the wall at the back as well. Yeah, so the build will start moving on quite a way. It's just that the fiddly bits with getting the right size of the rooms and everything, because now I've got that with this like garage goes right back towards that way, so it's all starting together, and I've got to do the same this side as well. So what I'm going to do now, between now and the next episode, I'm looking for some designs for the X-Wing, the Speeder and Millennium Falcon, because anything that will save me some time really on this build, because it is the base. This is only just one hangar and we got the other hangars. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that episode, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me start building Echo Base and the Battle for Hoth, and we'll see you next time. Thanks very much indeed, and bye bye.